Hi, welcome to Soul Whispers Tarot. I'm back again with another pick a card reading. This reading is why is this person silent? So it can apply to why is he silent or why is she silent. But for the purposes of ease, I'm going to be saying why is he silent throughout the reading. So I also do additional readings every week, which are exclusive to my email subscribers. So if you'd like to sign up to those, then please click on the link below this video in the description box. And those are pick a card readings that are sent to you via email as well. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. And if you do subscribe, then please tap the bell icon and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. And also thank you so much to everyone who has liked my videos, shared them and written lovely and supportive comments. So I've got 4 sets of cards today. The first set of cards is the red divination dice. The second set of cards is the green divination dice. The third set of cards is the purple divination dice. And the fourth set of cards is the orange divination dice. So I'll give you a few moments to tune into the energies of the cards to see which ones resonate with you the most. Okay, so this is set of cards number 1, which is the red divination dice. I'll be rolling that a little bit later. So, why is he or she silent? You have the 7 of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups in reverse, the 9 of Swords in reverse, Strength in reverse, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So what's clarifying the 7 of Pentacles, please? We have the Page of Wands. And what's clarifying the 8 of Cups in reverse, please? We have the Page of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups in reverse. So what's clarifying this 9 of Swords in reverse, please? We have Justice in reverse. What's clarifying Strength in reverse? The Hierophant in reverse. And what's clarifying this Knight of Swords? The 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So some people have said when there's a lot of reversals, is my deck upside down? But it's not. I purposely shuffle them so there's ones that are upright and ones in the reverse position. Okay, so why is this person silent? So I really feel as though this person is taking this time to take a step back and really evaluate how to move forward with you. They're like, what can I do? What can I provide in order to take this step towards you? I feel like this is someone who has a lot of sleepless nights thinking about you. Like they have a lot of anxiety and fears when it comes to moving towards you. This could be someone who's shy, or it could be someone who just feels like they may not have enough to offer you right now. So they're trying to build up what they have to give. So then we have the 8 of Cups, clarified by the Page of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups in reverse. So this person has needed to walk away from whatever's been blocking them. There's this sense of a lot of options going on for this person. They may have made like a small offer to you, but ultimately I feel the reason why they're silent right now is they're in the process of walking away from things or people who aren't serving them, but they're having confusion is what I'm feeling. That's also why they're taking this time to take a step back, to reevaluate and ask themselves what they should be investing in and what they should stop investing in. They're trying to reprioritize. They're trying to work out what's working for them and what isn't, so that they are on this new journey towards you is what I'm feeling, and away from the things or people who have been holding them back. But there's still this page energy, so they still have a way to go is what I'm feeling. You may have made this person an offer. You may have expressed your feelings to them in some way. You may have been fearful to do that because you know this person either has a lot of options or they have a lot going on in their life. But I feel like this person just overthinks things to the point where they're like, what decision do I make? What direction do I go in? Do I move away from things in the past and leave them in the past with other people? But I feel like that's their comfort zone. So some of them are afraid to move on from the things or people who aren't serving them. Or they're like, do I take up this new cup with you? So for some of them, they may have given you this small offer, but they're not fully committing. They may be testing the waters with you, but there's still this energy of you don't know where you stand with them, because I feel like this person's confused. They don't know what to do. They don't know what they want, or they don't know what direction to go in. So some of them, they need to move away or walk away from things or people, but there's this resistance because of this confusion. This person, I feel, fears making decisions. Some of you made an offer to them, but they were like, do I choose you or do I choose this other person? And some of you felt like you had to walk away. You stepped back to reevaluate, is it worth me investing in this person? Some of you began a new journey. You moved on or you walked away from this person, and now they're having these sleepless nights because they know there was an injustice. They saw that you came along and offered them something, but they either chose not to accept your love or they didn't know how to. Because a lot of it, it is about energies. If people aren't in a place of self-love, then they don't know how to receive love. It can seem like really personal sometimes, but it is about the energies. So they are worried that they don't have enough to offer you. They may feel like it's an injustice if they were to be with you, if they feel like they couldn't give equally to you. But also I just feel as though this person has experienced a lot of injustice throughout their life and in their past. They may have experienced very difficult relationships or betrayals or people abandoning them. So they have this strength in reverse. To me, this is like their thoughts or the mind monkey really sabotaging them. They may have this intuition, but it's like they have so much overthinking going on that it's sabotaging them and making them feel unstable, insecure, and all things like that. So yeah, I feel with this Hierophant in reverse, this is saying that they are having intuition, but they're second guessing it, or they're not fully following what their heart or intuition is telling them. They're rebelling, some of them, against like a commitment or something like that. And it's because they fear the deepness of your connection, the deepness of your relationship. I feel like this is, for some of you, a relationship where you stir up each other's deep feelings and emotions. But that means like it's like opening a can of worms for this person, because they're afraid of looking inwards. They're afraid of committing to the spiritual path, is what I'm feeling. Committing to what their intuition is telling them. This person, they may be in and out of your life with the Knight of Swords. Or it's just saying that a part of them wants to rush in, but again, they're feeling very unstable. There's a lot going on in their life that they're trying to juggle. For some of them, it could be almost like they're living a double life, in terms of they're wearing a mask around most people and they're not really being authentic. They're not really being their true self, but they're staying in their comfort zone. With you, they feel like you can see who they really are, and that's what draws them to you, but ultimately that's also what scares them, is what I'm feeling. And so I feel as though this person was trying to juggle you with their old life, or juggle you with someone else, or trying to kind of open up to you, but then not fully releasing the old things that was blocking them from fully committing to you or fully opening up to you. So something had to give, you know, it couldn't stay that way. So for some of you, there has been like this breakup, or you walked away, or they walked away. Something, you know, the connection gave way because this person couldn't have it both ways, basically. So I've got some Gypsy Oracle cards as well. This was the Rider-Waite Tarot, by the way. Why is this person silent, please? Faithfulness, Scholar, Hope, Surprise. And I'm also going to pull out 4 of the messages from the Divine Masculine cards. Why is this person silent? What's going on with them? Let's flirt. I'm doing it for us. I love this path. And I need to protect myself. One did fall on the floor as well, so I'll see what that one says, if I can get to it. I'm here for you. Okay, so there may have been some kind of injustice to do with faithfulness. Or this could be someone that's been very heartbroken, so they're afraid that you have a lot of options. They're afraid that they're not going to be the best person for you, and they're worried that if they get too close to you, then you're going to realise that then they're not what you expected them to be, or something like that. And they're afraid that you're not going to be faithful to them, or they're afraid that you're going to abandon them. Scholar. So this is all about going inwards. They're really trying to think about their way forward and what action to take, what to do. They have this hope card, but this person's chained to those bars. They have this blindfold. So again, to me, it's like their thoughts are clouding their judgment, their fears. But it's like they're just about seeing beyond the blindfold, but they don't know whether to trust in their intuition or their hopeful feelings when it comes to you. I feel like you came as a surprise to them. They weren't expecting to meet you. I feel like for some of you, these messages are saying that this person, there is hope. This person's learned a lot from what's happened. They want to be faithful. They want to be loyal. They're realizing that if they had this tendency to run away from you, they're realizing that their focus keeps returning to you. It's like they can't forget about you. They can't stop these deep feelings they have for you. Some of you, there's going to be a surprise where they reach out to you, because you do have the I'm here for you card as well. And let's flirt. So for some of you, this person is going to reach out and they're going to want to flirt with you. They're going to want to keep things light-hearted initially, just to test the waters, to see if you're up for taking the connection further. I'm doing it for us. So they're really wanting this us, you know, they're wanting you and him to be us. Like, they want you to be together. They want a team again. And on a deeper meaning, it's like right now they're looking into their shadow side. They're healing themselves through introspection. And they're just realizing that they love this path with you. Some of you, you have a deep spiritual path, or you just feel like you're soulmates, or there's this deep magnetic connection. And they're realizing that they don't have that with anyone else. And they just love the deep meaning that your connection and that you bring to their life. But yeah, one of the reasons why they're silent is because they feel like they need to protect themselves. So again, that's saying to me that they have experienced a lot of pain in the past. And I feel even for them, it's to do with this card, I'm here for you. Like, I feel like people did abandon them, reject them. People weren't faithful to them. So it's created a lot of trust issues and fears about hoping and wanting things to happen with you. And ironically, Spirit is saying, it's like the more they feel love for you, the more afraid they are. So I'm going to roll the divination dice for an extra message here. Why is this person silent, please? We have the chest. It was in reverse. So this is like, do I open... It could be like Pandora's box. Do I open Pandora's box or not? Do I open my heart or not? It's like they're trying to guard themselves, trying to guard their worth. And they're hoping that, you know, there's a lot of abundance. If they are going to open their heart to you, they're hoping there's all these like amazing gifts, like emotionally. But in reverse, to me, it's like they're trying to protect themselves. They're like clamming up, Spirit is saying. So I'm going to look much more deeply into this person's energies and what they're going to do, what actions they're going to take, and what's going to happen in an extended Vimeo reading. So the link to that reading is below this video in the description box. So thank you so much. I really hope this reading has resonated. And if it has, then please like, share and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, please tap the bell icon. And also, if you would like those additional readings every single week, which are exclusive to my email subscribers, then please sign up to that below this video as well. So I hope to see you over on Vimeo. Thank you so much. So this is set of cards number 2, which is the green divination dice. I'm going to be rolling that a little bit later. So why is he or she silent, please? And this is the True Love Tarot. Why is this person silent? The Chariot in reverse. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. The Six of Swords and the Seven of Swords. And we have the Page of Swords. The King of Swords, the King of Pentacles in reverse. So what's clarifying the Chariot in reverse, please? The Six of Pentacles. What's clarifying the Page of Pentacles in reverse, please. Death in reverse. What's clarifying the Six of Swords, please? The Nine of Swords in reverse. And what's clarifying the Seven of Swords, please? We have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay. So let me tune into the energies for a moment. I feel there's a lack of balance, there's a lack of movement forward because there's an imbalance of give and take. I feel like one of you is much more generous than the other person. The Chariot in this deck is called Determination in reverse, and the Six of Pentacles is generosity. So I'm feeling that one of you, and it's more likely you, has much more to give, or you're much more expressive or than this person. It's like in the traditional tarot, the Six of Pentacles shows the beggars like kneeling on the ground, receiving like money from the generous like person who has a lot of abundance. So I feel like this person doesn't have much to give to you. I feel it's mostly emotionally. The Chariot in reverse, to me, it's saying that there's even no movement, like this connection stagnating. They may be lacking enthusiasm because they feel like you're too good for them. They're basing their sense of self-worth on being a good provider, and they feel like with you that they couldn't be that good provider. So it's kind of taking the wind out of their sails is what I'm feeling with the Chariot in reverse. There's imbalance, there's insecurity, because the Chariot traditionally shows the black and the white Sphinx, and they need to be balanced before there's forward movement. And the Six of Pentacles often shows the scales as well. And there's a Page of Pentacles in reverse, clarified by the Death or transformation in reverse. So I don't feel like this person is a bad person. This person is innocent at heart. Like, they may feel that they are offering you, or they have offered you things in the past, but to you it seemed like such a small offer that you're feeling like they need to give you more, or they could give you more. Some of you are expecting more from them than what they can give. So some of them, it feels like they already stepped out of their comfort zone with you. They tried to be generous with you. They tried to offer you something, but you know, you knew that they needed to give you more, is what I'm feeling, than what they could in order for your relationship to get off the ground. I feel like this person is resisting transformation. Like there's some major wounds within this person emotionally that they need to release, but they're struggling. They're struggling to feel like they can be in this place to be very generous and very giving. Some of you may have felt as though you offered something to them and they didn't receive what you were offering, and it felt like a major rejection, and it's kind of dampened your determination to make things work as well. So yeah, Six of Swords clarified by the Nine of Swords in reverse. I feel like this person may have had a lot of sleepless nights. Like they wanted to move forward with you. They wanted a balance, a give and take. They wanted to be generous with you, but they, for whatever reason, they felt like they couldn't be that for you. And it was very painful. It's almost like they were waiting for the ending of your relationship before it even got off the ground. Like they just didn't feel like it would work. They may have felt like you were too good for them or out of their league or something like that. So there is this energy of someone moving on. It could have been them moving on because they may have felt like they were trying to be cruel to be kind, like moving on, feeling like you deserve better, so they weren't going to stand in your way. Because this is like a regretful moving away. So to me, this is saying it could be you as well. Like you may have felt as though you had to move on, but you had regrets. You didn't really want to move on, but you felt like you had to. Death is the endings of the old to make way for new beginnings. There may have been this energy of you both holding on to each other in certain ways, even though it wasn't really working out for you. Nine of Swords in reverse. It's called obsession in reverse. So I feel like both of you had these deep feelings for each other, but it may well have been that you had to learn these lessons from each other to do with abandonment and rejection. Like those wounds would have been brought up or triggered up within this connection. So for some of you, this is like you or them or both of you was subconsciously looking to each other for, you know, seeking that love outside of self or validation, or basing your sense of self-worth on how the other person treated you or if they turned around and committed. But I feel there's like a sense of incompatibility. But that's where this obsession card came in. I feel like it was on both sides. That it's almost like things weren't working out, or they weren't meant to work out between you. So there needed to be this moving on. There needed to be this death of wounds within that were going to be triggered up within the connection. And they're triggered up, and it's a gift, really, in order for us to see what our wounds are so they can come into the light and be healed and released. But I feel like on both sides there was this obsession and there was fear. I feel like you both had fears of the other person moving on. You may have both tried to make things work. You may have even played the roles of like the parent-child kind of roles, where one of you didn't have much to give and the other one was over-giving. And in a way that was like keeping you both in each other's lives. Like this person needed you if they were playing like the part of the child aspect, and you were needing them because it was it was helping you to feel good about yourself in some way. But it's like energetically you were moving away from each other after a while. Seven of Swords. This is called opposition. To me, that's just saying that for a lot of you, this relationship wasn't supposed to work out. It was more about like this, you're a soul connection, and you had this soul contract to meet in order to help each other move on from past wounds. So that was like the opposition. It's like you can't force like the universe to give you, you know, what wasn't supposed to happen, if that makes sense. And there's the Nine of Wands in reverse. That's the Wounded Warrior card. So opposition, both of these cards are like someone pushing the other away, or someone running away from the other person, someone having walls up, not letting their guard down, not letting you in. And then we have the Page of Swords, the Messenger, clarified by the King of Pentacles, or the Realist in reverse. So this person, they may have been telling you things that weren't truly real, things that weren't fully grounded. For some of them it was in a manipulative way, but for the most part I feel like there was that innocence behind it. Like they felt that they had to change themselves in order to be worthy. They were waiting and wanting to work towards feeling more confident within themselves, but it just wasn't happening. I feel like in order to keep you in their life, they were trying to fake it. They were trying to make out that they were much more confident. So some of them, they may have been reaching out in certain ways, but then they weren't allowing you to get too close to them, because then you would see the true them, and they felt like the real them wasn't good enough. So they felt like you were going to reject them. So I'm going to pull out some of the Gypsy Oracle cards as clarifiers. Why is this person silent? We have haughtiness. Why is this person silent? We have money. Friend. Waiting. Okay, so haughtiness. This is the peacock. Friend. So what I'm seeing for some, and this won't be for everyone, but for some of you, they were worried about what their friends thought of them. If you did have a very deep connection or a spiritual one, or if they just felt like you were out of their league, then they may have been worried that you were going to abandon them or reject them, and then their friends would witness that and they were trying to save face. For others, this is what I was saying earlier about them kind of putting on a mask for you. Like they weren't being their true self. They were trying to... Well, Spirit is saying some of them felt very flattered by the attention that you were giving them. So it was kind of feeding their ego and making them feel like this peacock, making them feel really good about themselves on a certain level. But it was like building up their ego rather than their true self-esteem. Because self-esteem is, self-esteem. You have to find it within. So again, this doesn't necessarily mean that this person was evil or manipulative in a nasty way, but there may have been this element where they were addicted to you, like waiting for them or looking up to them, and they felt good wearing those masks. It's almost like they were deceiving themselves with how they were wearing those masks. Like they believed their own lies kind of thing. And maybe they felt like they were becoming more confident. But again, it wasn't self-esteem. It was based on you waiting for them, based on you thinking about them, based on this obsession. But I do feel like that was mutual. So again, money. I feel like this person's basing their sense of self-worth on how much money they have, how generous they can be. And they feel like they didn't have enough of that, is what I'm feeling. Some of them, they were listening to what friends were telling them and taking advice from friends, but their friends didn't truly know what was really going on between you. But deep down, I feel this friend card is saying that no matter what's happened in your connection, deep down it was a soul connection, and it's that soul love, like, which drew you together. And it is actually a really loving thing to trigger someone to the point where their deep wounds do come up to the surface so that they can come into the light and be healed and released. So even though it may have looked like they weren't your friend and they mistreated you on the surface, it's like deep down, the lessons that you're learning from this situation is their soul is like a true friend to you. And that's what drew you together in the first place. So I'm also going to pull out 4 messages from the Divine Masculine cards. I'm sick of the old paradigms. Why are they silent, please? Let's enjoy some time together. What's my purpose? This one wants to come out. Do I have what it takes? So yeah, there's a lot of doubt this person has about their own abilities or their own worth. Do I have what it takes to be authentic, to open my heart, let my walls down, let my guard down? They're sick of this old paradigm. They're sick of the old fears. I feel like this person really wants to reach out and be their true self. But right now, I just feel like they're not doing it. I feel like they still have these fears going on. It's like their fears are going on round in circles. Let's enjoy some time together. So that's what they want. That's what they dream about. But I'm not sure if they will take action on that just yet. What's my purpose? So Spirit is saying this time of separation, it is vital and it's happened for a reason. It's so you both go inwards. It's so you both start asking the right questions, to look deeper into your soul, deeper into your consciousness and what truly feels right. So there's spiritual awakenings or just lessons, like really deep lessons learned from this situation. So I'm going to roll the divination dice for a final message. Why is this person silent? And we have this horse here. So the horse is like the knights in the tarot. The knights are, well, most of them are fast. They're about action. Messengers as well, fighting for a cause. But also, you know, the knights wear the armor, so some of them are trying to protect themselves. But what I'm feeling is this person's trying to fight for your connection. They haven't given up on the connection. They're still holding on. They still want this reconciliation. They're still waiting, is what I'm feeling, to see what happens. So I'm going to look much more deeply into this person's energies, what they're thinking and feeling, what actions they're going to take and what's going to happen between you. And I'll look into that in an extended reading in Vimeo. So the link to that reading is below this video in the description box. So I really hope this reading has been helpful and resonated. And if it has, then please like, share and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, please tap the bell icon and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. And if you would like those additional readings every single week, which are exclusive to my email subscribers, then please sign up to that with the link below this video as well. So I hope to see you over on Vimeo. Thank you so much. So this is set of cards number 3, which is the purple divination dice. I'll be rolling that a bit later. So why is he or she silent? And this is the incidental tarot. So we have the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Why is this person silent? The Ace of Cups, clarified by the Chariot in reverse. Why is this person silent? The 9 of Wands in reverse. The 2 of Wands. And the Labyrinth in reverse. So what's this 9 of Pentacles in reverse about, please? The 7 of Cups in reverse. And what's the 9 of Wands in reverse about, please? Justice in reverse. What's the 2 of Wands about? The Builder. And what's the Labyrinth in reverse about? The Fool in reverse. Okay. So let me tune into the energies for a moment. So the Nine of Pentacles is traditionally about being a bachelor or a bachelorette. It's about singlehood. And the Seven of Cups is traditionally about options and not knowing what cup to take, what direction to go in, being at a crossroads, feeling confused. So I feel the reason why this person is silent is because they're holding on dearly to their singlehood. They want to keep their options open is what I'm feeling. But really deep down it's because they have a fear of true like emotional intimacy is what I'm feeling. This person may be in love with the idea of love. Like they love the thrill of the chase. They love the initial excitement of relationships. Because they have the Chariot in reverse, which is like trying to rush forward, but there's imbalance here. Emotional instability or immaturity, trying to rush ahead, trying to force things. Or trying to avoid like true like balanced forward movement with someone. So this person, they could be a player, but they don't have to be. It could literally just be someone who dates, and they may believe that they're really genuinely looking for the right person, but it's like anyone who they date, it's like they find flaws in them. It's like subconsciously they're pointing the finger at the other person and being critical of the other person in their mind, finding fault kind of thing, but deep down it's because they're not ready. So they may have some unrealistic ideas when it comes to love and relationships. But for some of you, Spirit is saying, because these are both in reverse, it's like some of them, they don't want to be single anymore. They don't want to play the field, or they don't want there to be lots of different options. They want, instead of there being all these 7 cups, different people, some of them, they're wanting to find the right person, the one cup, the one that's for them, their soulmate. And they may be trying to rush ahead with that. But there needs to be this healing within themselves, is what I'm feeling. So take whatever resonates. You know, you're going to know this person's character. Are they someone that just doesn't want to commit? And they're still, you know, want to be like Peter Pan and never grow up? Or are they someone who they have been trying to find the right person, but they've experienced a lot of people who they felt wasn't the right person? For some, this is saying that that's what they went through. They may have been dating a lot of people or trying online dating or something like that. You know, something where there's quite a lot of options. And then in meeting you, they felt like this true heart awakening or this true love. But there was some kind of imbalance within your connection that was preventing it from getting off the ground or moving forward like in a balanced way. And it's to do with this 9 of Wands in reverse. This is the Wounded Warrior card. So this person has experienced injustice. You know, for those who have been dating around, you know, not in a negative way, but really just trying to find the right person, but not being able to for a long time, they feel like there was injustice. They may have experienced people who've used and abused them, or who just weren't genuine with them. And so that's why they have walls up, and that's why they fear opening up to you. And they may, be stuck in this place of uncertainty. So they may still be trying to test the waters with other people. But for the others who just aren't wanting to commit at all, they do have a lot of walls up. They also have experienced injustice and pain in their past. Some of them, they may have gone through a divorce. And so they're like, and it was so painful to them and traumatic that they're like, I'm not going to ever get married again, or something like that. Like wounds, fears of history repeating itself. So there's the Two of Wands with the Builder. It's like this person is stuck in confusion. They're wanting to broaden their horizons. I feel like they want to build a solid foundation relationship. Some of them, they may not realize right now that it's with you, but some of them they do, but it's just these fears. That's making them feel stuck in confusion. But I feel like they're trying to work hard on being with the right person. For some of you, that is you. But there's the Labyrinth in reverse and the Fool in reverse. So there's been a lot of complications. They may just feel really lost about what they're feeling. Like you may be the one for them, but you're just not their type or something. Or they just were expecting, they may have this list of traits that they believed would be the person they would end up with. But it's complicated matters because you're not their usual type. So that may be why they're confused. And the Fool in reverse, it's like they're confusing themselves, they're overthinking things, and they're afraid to take a leap of faith. For others, the ones who aren't like willing to commit and want to stay like single and just have like good times with people, this is like saying whenever this person is in a commitment, they're always like looking and thinking the grass is greener on the other side. And it's like their love life is overly complicated. They're acting foolish. They make things complicated for themselves. And it's because they're not ready for anything more mature. So why is this person silent? These are the Gypsy Oracle cards. Why is this person silent, please? One just fell out. Money. Melancholy. Lover. And foe. Okay, so some of them that are working on finances, this could be someone who is overly interested in money, and for some of them it's like they're more focused on shallow things like money or an appearance, or even when it comes to people, they're not looking for anything deep. They're afraid of that. To me, this melancholy is representing you and the lover. The ones who aren't wanting to commit, they may be trying to seduce you. They might be trying to flash the cash or something with you, but you're wanting something deeper. And this person is really a foe. They're not your friend. They don't have your best interests at heart. For others, it's like the other way around. They feel like they don't have enough money for you. They feel like they want to be a good provider, including financially. They can see that you're sad. They know that you are. They want to reach out to you with this lover card, but they're afraid that you're not the right one for them. With this foe, they're afraid of getting hurt. They're afraid that they're going to make the wrong decision. So I'm going to pull out 4 of the messages from the Divine Masculine. You are my rock. I want out. It's worth it. Oops, that's a lot. It's a lot again. Just one, please. Okay, there's 2 there. We are meant to be, and let's make a fresh start. Okay, so whatever's happened, whatever, this person didn't know whether to choose you or not, or they made foolish decisions and overcomplicated things because they thought the grass was greener on the other side, and you experienced an injustice with them, or this person's just been a bit wishy-washy because they're confused. They're going to realize that you are their rock, you are their stability, you're the one who really complements them in a good way, is what I'm feeling. I want out. This is like directly with this melancholy card, which I said I feel it is more like your energy. A lot of you wanted out. You walked away because you thought things were too complicated. You may have felt like it was an injustice, or you may have just been like, well, if this person's confused about me, then why would I want to be with someone who's not even sure of me? So a lot of you walked away, and I feel like that's why some of these people, the person's come back. They want that with this lover card. It's almost like they're serenading you at your balcony. Kind of thing, like they're trying to win you over again, and it's worth it. This may have been a case where you were giving to them, you were giving a lot to them, and they may have been taking that for granted, and they're not being confused. Because a lot of men, they want to feel like they're the provider. And if you were giving and giving and giving, it wasn't meeting that need within them, because it was almost like you took on their role sort of thing. For some men that doesn't matter, but for some it does. So when you walked away, some of them, they're realizing that it's worth it to put in the extra effort that they weren't putting in before. We are meant to be, and let's make a fresh start. So yeah, some of them want this new beginning with you. They want a fresh start. But they're silent right now because there has been this breakdown of your connection, is what I'm feeling. They're trying to build things up. They're going to test the waters to see how you react to them, is what I'm feeling. So let's have one final message from this divination dice. Yeah, why are they silent? Here's the storm, the thunder and lightning. So this is like the Tower card in the traditional tarot. There was a breakdown within your connection. Some kinds of illusions was revealed. The walls, or whatever was blocking you both, or keeping you stuck in things that weren't serving you, or keeping you stuck in a dynamic that wasn't serving you, that all came crashing down. But The Tower is always a blessing in disguise, because it always breaks down things that aren't serving you. It can feel very shocking, very scary. Like there may have just been this unhealthy dynamic between you of an imbalance of give and take or something like that. Someone taking the other for granted. And when that's broken down, it's the person who was overgiven has realized their worth, and so they walked away. And then the other person, it's woken them up, and then they've realized your worth as well. It's like they reflect back to you whatever you feel and know about yourself. So I'm going to look much more deeply into this person's energies, what's going to happen, what they're going to do, what actions they're going to take in an extended reading in Vimeo. So the link to that is below this video in the description box. I really hope this reading has been helpful and has resonated with you. And if it has, then please like, share and subscribe. And if you subscribe, then please tap the bell icon and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. And if you would like those extra readings every single week, which are exclusive to my email subscribers, then please sign up to that below this video as well. And I really hope to see you over on Vimeo. So thank you so much. So this is set of cards number 4, which is the orange divination dice. And this is the pre-Raphaelite tarot, which I always struggle to say. So why is this person silent? Why is he or she silent? Have the Knight of Cups in reverse. The Ace of Swords in reverse. The Two of Wands in reverse. The Hanged Man. The Lovers, clarified by the Devil in reverse. Okay, so what's clarifying this Knight of Cups in reverse, please? The Hermit. What's clarifying this Ace of Swords in reverse, please? The Tower in reverse. What's clarifying the Two of Wands in reverse? The Strength in reverse. And what's clarifying the Hanged Man, please? The High Priestess in reverse. Okay, so let me tune into the energies. This person's taken a lot of alone time right now. I feel like they have decisions to make. For some, it could be that they're involved with someone else. The Lovers is often about needing to make a choice between two people romantically. And this person could be in the process of releasing themselves from a toxic relationship with someone else. So I feel like this person initially was very romantic with you, very expressive, very flirty. They came onto you strong, but then I feel like initially I feel like they just thought it was a flirtation or nothing serious, but then we have the Hermit where your connection has really like stirred something deep within them that they weren't expecting. So I feel like they're silent right now because they're going inwards. They're trying to figure out how they really feel about you and what path they need to take in their life. They're afraid to be honest with someone because it's going to create a tower moment. So I definitely feel This is about someone who's already in a relationship with someone else, or a marriage or something like that. So we also have the Two of Wands, which is about feeling stuck in their current circumstances, but, you know, looking out over the ocean, wanting to broaden their horizons. This is like the grass is greener as well. But yeah, they're afraid to express their truth. They're afraid to cut the ties within a relationship that's not serving them in order to be with you. I feel like they feel these deep emotions for you. They may be in denial because it seems easier to them right now to just tell themselves they don't love you, or they don't feel this way about you. So then they don't have to be honest with someone and break up a relationship, because they're really afraid of that. The Tower in reverse is like a resistance to that breakup. They know there's going to be a lot of upheaval, a lot of pain when they express their truth. So I feel like this person's wearing a mask. They're just trying to pretend like everything's okay within their current relationship. They're taking this distance from you right now because in a way they're hoping that their feelings for you would just fade away, so then they don't have to go through this difficult breakup. They don't have to make a difficult decision, which is what the Two of Wands is about as well. And that's clarified by the Strength in reverse. So they're feeling really afraid. They feel like they don't have the strength to move forward and be with you. So this is like a head versus heart kind of thing. They don't feel brave enough to take that leap of faith with you. They're afraid that if they go towards you, then it won't work out, and then they'll be left with nothing and no one. Like they won't have their old relationship and they won't have you. So they have this fear of making the wrong decision and ending up with everything like broken down and in disarray. So they're kind of stuck in this hanged man energy. This is a pause. This is going inwards, like the Hermit. They've hung themselves upside down by the ankle in order to see things from a different perspective. They're trying to see clearly. They're trying to see the truth. I feel like they're emotionally distant from their current partner as well. High Priestess in reverse, it's like they're not seeing clearly what their intuition is telling them. I feel like they're overthinking things. Eventually, they will reach these epiphanies. They will see the truth, because that's what these two cards here are. But right now, it's like their fears are fighting what their intuition is telling them. They feel this deep passion towards you, this deep love. They want to choose you, but they're afraid that your connection has come into their life to try and seduce them. They're afraid it's like a trick, and that if they leave their marriage or their current relationship and try to make things work with you, then it won't work out, and they'll feel like they were tempted and then they were punished, kind of thing. But also this means they're beginning to see how their fears are keeping them attached, like attachment fears in their current relationship. So the Devil in reverse, it is more positive. It's they recognize, or they soon will recognize, their fears that are holding them back, so they can start releasing those fears. So I'm going to pull out 4 of the Gypsy Oracle cards. Why is this person silent? Wife. Yeah, I feel like they're married and they may even have children. Why is this person silent? Consolation. So yeah, this card reminds me of that Two of Wands, because in the traditional Two of Wands, it shows a man standing at a balcony, holding the 2 wands, but one of the wands is bolted to the wall. So that means they feel stuck in their current circumstances, but they're looking out to the water, to the horizon. They're wanting to broaden their horizon. They're wanting to move in a new direction. They're waiting for some kind of sign from this angel, from spirit. They're going inwards, trying to ask for guidance, asking for signs to know what decision to make. Why is this person silent? Foe. So yeah, they're worried that this connection is a temptation. Like I said, they're worried that everything's going to fall apart in their life if they act foolishly. So that's why they're going inwards and really trying to figure things out. Why is this person silent? So these three cards wanted to come out. House. And that was in reverse. So that's like the Tower in reverse. They may have a home with this person, happy family life, lots of stability, like in terms of the family, the house, knowing where they stand, knowing that their wife's faithful to them, you know, something they can rely on, but emotionally they're not feeling it. Frivolity, death. So they're afraid of spreading their wings. They're afraid of following their heart, following their passion, which is towards you. They're afraid of being foolish in doing that, because they're afraid it's going to lead to death, like in terms of the death of everything, the ending of everything, like that Tower moment. But really, death is about transformation. It's the ending of the old in order for new beginnings to happen. So I'm also going to pull 4 of the messages from the Divine Masculine cards. Why is this person silent? What's going on with them? I'm praying to God. So yeah, they're really like praying for an answer, wanting to know what to do, feeling really stuck and confused right now and afraid. Okay, so I feel like these are relevant because I've seen what's come out. Let's make it happen. That's what they want to do. But then they have, give me some space right now and please be patient with me, and I feel insecure. So yeah, they really want this transformation. They're wanting an ending of their old relationship. They're wanting this new beginning with you. That's what they're wanting in their heart. But it's like their mind is fearing that. The mind is thinking, is it just some kind of seduction? Is it even real with you? So let's pull out one final message with this divination dice. Why is this person silent, please? And it's the Well. They're silent because they're going deep into their subconscious. They're going deep into their emotions. They're trying to figure out what is real for them, what feels authentic to them deep down. The connection they have with this other person, their wife or their husband, you know, depending on who's watching, it runs deep. They do have a deep connection with that person, but I feel like their connection has run its course. So they're just trying to go deeply inwards. And what I'm noticing as I'm looking at this is I'm seeing this one here, and that's like the 6 of Swords card, the boat. And that's all about moving away from things that aren't serving into a brighter future. It's like liberating yourself from something, but there's a lot of like pain in terms of not regret, but it's difficult and painful and emotional to release and you break up with someone that you have had a lot of depth with and a lot of life experiences with. So I'm going to look much more deeply into this person, what they're thinking and feeling, what actions they're going to take, and what's going to happen between you in an extended reading in Vimeo. So the link to that Vimeo reading is below this video in the description box. And I really hope this reading has resonated with you and been helpful. And if it has, then please like, share and subscribe. And if you subscribe, please tap the bell icon and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. And also, if you would like those additional readings every single week, which are exclusive to my email subscribers, then please sign up for that with the link below this video as well. And I really hope to see you over on Vimeo. So thank you so much.